Everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Some quotes only need to be heard once to completely change how you see yourself, because so many people grow up feeling like they simply aren't enough, not smart enough, not fast enough, not talented enough. They watch others succeed and wonder, maybe some people are simply born ahead and I wasn't. But the heartbreaking truth is, some of the world's greatest minds once felt the exact same way, and Albert Einstein is one of them. When people think of Einstein, they picture a transcendent mind, a genius, the man who redefined the universe. But his childhood was nothing like a child prodigy. Einstein was a very late talker. There were periods when he barely spoke at all. He would sit in total silence for hours, just watching, just thinking. The adults around him began to worry. Some teachers labeled him socially withdrawn. Some even thought he couldn't learn. In the classroom, Einstein was never a favorite. He hated memorization. He hated meaningless rules. And above all, he hated accepting something as fact, just because an adult said so. He always asked, why? Why is the sky blue? Why does light travel? Why do magnets pull? Those questions irritated his teachers, because the education system back then wasn't built for questioning minds. It wasn't designed for minds like his. Once, a teacher looked straight at Einstein and told him, "You will never amount to anything." Just imagine that. A deeply underestimated boy, unremarkable, struggling with the normal way of doing things. If Einstein had believed them, the world would have lost a genius. Many people today live that exact reality. They fail in one environment and conclude that they are useless. They perform poorly in school and assume they are stupid. But maybe the problem isn't you. Maybe you are just being measured by the wrong ruler. A fish cannot climb a tree, but drop it in the ocean, and it will move with a grace no other creature can match. Einstein never fit into that rigid machine, but that difference forged a mind unlike any other. He never lost his sense of wonder. His curiosity was simply stronger than his fear of looking foolish. While others studied to pass exams, Einstein studied because he needed to know. He taught himself advanced geometry. He read science books obsessively. He ran elaborate thought experiments in his head. No one forced him. He did it because his mind couldn't stop wondering. Years later, Einstein would say, "I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious." He didn't believe he was a natural genius. He believed the only thing that set him apart was his willingness to stay with a question longer than anyone else. When others gave up, he kept thinking. When others settled for the easy answer, he kept digging. Maybe that is what life is asking of you right now. Not to be the smartest person in the room, but to never lose curiosity about the version of yourself you haven't met yet. Don't let a single exam, a single failure, or a harsh critique define your worth. A seed looks like nothing for a very long time. It lies buried in the dark soil, ignored, unpraised. No one looks at it and sees a towering tree, but deep beneath the surface, it is silently, fiercely growing. Maybe your life is exactly like that. Maybe the fact that you haven't bloomed yet doesn't mean you are broken. Einstein did not find early success. Before the world knew his name, he was just an ordinary office worker, sitting in a cramped room, working as a third-class patent examiner. No fame, no prestige. He had graduated from university, but found it nearly impossible to land a job. He sent out applications everywhere. He was rejected, again and again. No one was willing to take a chance on him. Through the eyes of society, he was a failed young man. Eventually, a friend helped him get that job at the patent office in Bern. A tedious job, sitting at a desk, reading dry technical files. But sometimes, life places the greatest minds in quiet corners, to give them the silence they need to think. By day, Einstein was a clerk. But by night, alone in his apartment, his mind wandered through the cosmos. He didn't have a laboratory. He didn't have a team. All he had was his mind, and an obsession that never slept. He asked a bizarre question. If I could ride a beam of light, what would the world look like? Sounds absurd, but those absurd questions rewrote human history. The year was 1905. Einstein was 26, a nameless patent clerk, totally obscure, with zero expectations placed upon him. And then he published 4 scientific papers, that shook the foundations of modern physics. Historians call it Einstein's miracle year. In just 12 months, he shattered humanity's understanding of time, space, light, and energy. He proved that time is not absolute. Space is not absolute. They warp and shift. If you travel close to the speed of light, time literally slows down. It sounded like science fiction, but it was the hidden truth of the cosmos. And out of that realization, birthed the most famous equation in history, E equals mc squared. A massive portion of the scientific establishment dismissed him initially. His ideas were far too radical, but Einstein didn't need their applause. He kept working in isolation, because his allegiance was to the truth. That kind of mental fortitude is rare. So many people spend their lives craving validation. They are terrified of judgment, and so they abandon their most brilliant ideas just to blend in with the herd. But Einstein refused to blend in. He had the raw courage to stand alone with his intellect. He left us with a profound insight. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is confined to what we already understand. But imagination is the key to everything that hasn't been discovered yet. Einstein wasn't just crunching numbers. He was visually constructing the cosmos in his mind. He envisioned the fabric of space bending, and only then did he use math to prove it. Even after becoming a global icon, he lived a strikingly simple life. He wore unpretentious clothes. He cared nothing for status. He found peace playing the violin. In a world growing increasingly loud, Einstein fiercely guarded the blank space in his mind. And perhaps that is exactly what we are losing today. We drown in a sea of notifications, but truly profound ideas almost always emerge from the silence. Einstein didn't succeed because he got lucky. He succeeded because he stared at a problem far longer than anyone else. For over 2 centuries, the world bowed to the theories of Isaac Newton. No one dared to question his laws of gravity. Except Einstein. He dedicated nearly a decade of his life solely to unraveling gravity. 10 agonizing years. Today, people want massive success immediately, but truly great achievements require a duration of effort so long that it forces ordinary people to quit. In 1915, Einstein unveiled the general theory of relativity. Gravity wasn't an invisible rope. It was the actual curving and warping of space and time. When astronomers finally proved it during an eclipse, Albert Einstein became a global superstar overnight. The image of the man with the wild hair became the universal archetype of genius. But the most remarkable part was, he utterly refused to let the fame change him. He remained deeply grounded, intensely humble. He once admitted, "The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know." Truly brilliant people are rarely blinded by arrogance. It is usually only the people who know very little, who assume they understand it all. On April 18, 1955, Albert Einstein passed away at the age of 76. He didn't die as a man who knew it all. He departed this world, still asking questions, still fiercely curious. Einstein was once the boy who struggled to speak, the student teachers underestimated, the invisible patent clerk nobody believed in, and yet he changed humanity's understanding of reality forever. Maybe that is the real lesson of Einstein's life. Not that he was born different, but that he refused to stop questioning the world.